Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys have had a great weekend and you got some rest, and I hope that you've had a fabulous Monday. Y'all, Monday for the most part is one of my very favorite days, which I know is rare. Most people say Friday. I just feel like, I'm coming back, I'm rested, my house is clean, my laundry's done, I'm ready to tackle the week. None of that's true anymore. Monday is still my favorite day of the week, but it's usually because I've had such a great weekend of thrifting and running around to estate sales, because my house is not clean and my laundry by no means. I could stay home for 2 days and keep the washing machine going and still probably have some laundry. But anyway, I still love Mondays, so I don't know, just call me a weirdo. I know in my last video I had told you guys that I did a estate sale haul and I showed you my family room. So this one you're going to get to see my kitchen, a little eating area, and we're going to do an antique shop haul plus a thrift haul. The antiques are from the last weekend when Greg and I were running around. And the thrift haul is some finds that I found today. And maybe one other thing from last weekend, because I told y'all we went to one thrift store. Some of the stuff I've already styled, and in the video I do kind of point that out. But let's get started with first the main one. Now, we went to a couple others, but honestly, last weekend's kind of a blur. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And I know that Greg got some milk glass, but it's probably put up somewhere. But the main one that we bought the most from was TJ's Collectibles and Antiques here in Smyrna, Tennessee. I frequent that quite often. And I have gotten to be friends with a couple of ladies in there. And it's just a fun little place to go. And they know what I like now, so they'll kind of be like, as soon as I walk in, oh, we've got something to show you. And one of the ladies vendors in there, she always has a lot of the things that I really like. I do purchase a lot from her. So we'll just get started with what all we got there. So I had told you guys that we were working on redoing our laundry room. We're not working on it, we're planning on it. There's only like 2 walls in there. One has the washer and dryer, then there's the wall, you walk in. So there's 2 full walls, and they are, right now, they house very large pegboards that house all my costume jewelry. And I know that's tacky, and that's a lot, an unnecessary amount of costume jewelry. And I agree with you. Don't think that I don't realize I have a problem. I have a very obsessive problem. But we're going to, and the reason it's in there is because there's so much that I just don't really, I didn't know what I had. I needed to see it. So we're going to try to find a better home for that, or I may just purge and get rid of a bunch of it. And we want to do our laundry room, of course, like, vintage. And but that is not going to be anytime soon, guys. We are still slowly collecting things to go in there, and I'm going to get through the holidays before I do anything major like that. So anyway, now back to what we got at TJ's. So the first thing we got was this old washboard. I've been looking for a washboard for a few months. I used to have one, and it got thrown away years ago. So don't think I haven't brought that up multiple times. But this one, it does have some damage. Looks like some black paint got on it because the back of it is painted black. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that off. But what was so cool about this is that the board is glass. Like, I never even knew that these came in glass, and they were telling me that you don't see a lot because usually this would get broken. Now the back side of it is just black, and there's the ridge part. So this came it was made in the USA, and it has Memphis on it, Chicago. It's a national washboard company. So we're planning on like hanging this on the wall. But we also, because I like things in 2s and 3s, and I just like this one a little bit better, we got another one, and it's just a brown, which is kind of what I wanted. What is it? It's the same company, National Washboard Company. It's just plain on the side that the ridges are. And she's like, I've not cleaned any of this up because I know I'm not going to be using it. It's probably going to be stored out in the garage. So Miss Sue was selling those for a really good price. Both of them, including the one with the glass, was $20. They have a little bit of damage on the legs, but I'm going to be hanging them on the wall, so that's fun. Now, another thing that we got, one thing that we got, I'll just tell you, we got I didn't necessarily, like, I thought it was pretty. I didn't necessarily think that we needed it or that I needed it, but they had I can't think, a depression glass pitcher and 4 glasses, and it was in the cabbage rose that I like so much, and it was a great price. It was only $30 for the pitcher and the 4 glasses. But Greg's thing is, you can't have a collection without getting the pieces when you find them. So that, I did not even unwrap that. It's still wrapped up. It's in the box, and we will show that whenever we do the video this spring on depression glass. I'll lay that out, and I'm planning on trying to learn as much about it as I can for those of you that are interested in it. But another thing that we got there, and I was not going to get this either, like, y'all, when I go by myself, I will get 1 or 2 things, but when Greg goes, he's like a kid in a candy store. So I collect rolling pins, and they had this amazing, big old, heavy rolling pin. Miss Sue had said that it come out of a real baker's shop. Very vintage, old, just super cool. It fits, it sticks way up out of my crock, but it's a cool find. It's definitely vintage, and just, you could put it under your bed and use it as a weapon. That's how heavy it is. So this was y'all, Greg just, I don't know, we're both so bad. We want the other one to have the things they want, and which is just, we have a hard time saying no. But I didn't ask for this. He just wanted me to have it. Now, that is all that I got from TJ's that day. I'm going to show you real quick before I show you my thrift store haul. I won another auction. Y'all, I'm getting too good at these auctions. But if you are a Liberty Blue fan like I am, look, it is right here beside me so I can take care of it. I never, ever in a million years something I would get this that I can afford. I see these on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari for anywhere from $350 to $400. I have seen one for $485. I didn't even plan on being able to get it. The funny thing, or I guess it's not funny, I had won this in an auction about 3 weeks ago, and they just never mailed it. Finally, I got an email saying that while they were packing, they broke it. So they had to refund my money. Well, I just so happened to hop on. There was another one up for auction. And y'all, are you ready for this? I won the Liberty Blue soup tureen. Look at that. There is the Watchman scene. Now, it is missing the ladle, and the other one that I won had the ladle. But I can keep my eye out for ironstone ladles. I could probably bite the bullet and, if I could find one reasonable online, buy it. But on the lid, it is the Boston Tea Party scene. And y'all, this thing is big. I guess I didn't quite realize how big it was. All my soup tureens are great. Well, now I'm into soup tureens. They're very big. It's going to hold a really nice amount of stew, because believe it or not, y'all, I do plan on using some of these soup tureens, and I may very well use this one. I've just decided that with all of my dishes, like my Liberty Blue, my Johnson Brothers, excuse me, Snow White Regency, like, there's no reason why I couldn't use those. They're ironstone, they're durable. They don't have lead in them like some of the vintage dishes do. So this might be on a special occasion, fill it up with some soup or something and serve it. The only thing, put that right back where nothing happens. Here comes Lucille. Gosh, I hope she won't jump up here. The only thing that I am missing from my Liberty Blue set now and I actually have it in my cart on, oh, is it eBay? I really would like to try to thrift it though, because the majority of my Liberty Blue has been thrifted. But I need the soup bowls. I don't have the soup bowls. I've never run across them. I honestly didn't even know that we had that there was soup bowls until I found a list of everything. Once I get those soup bowls though, I will have the entire set. Never in a million years. Liberty Blue people, you know, like never in a million years did I ever think that I was going to have the complete set, but that was just amazing. So let's move on to my thrift store finds today. I went to Goodwill and City Thrift. And you know how you just know that you're going to find good stuff? Like I got a parking place right up front. I hit every green light, and I just knew. I was like, this is it. I'm going to find some good stuff. So at City Thrift, this was on a cart that they were just putting out. Now I'm not like I'm not like a huge Coke fan at all, but for $2.99, I found this Coca-Cola tin. There's no UPC code, which means that it's very old. It's rusted. It's going to be super cute to put in my summer decor. I'm very excited to have found this just sitting there for so affordable. What's on here? Let me see if I can read it. I don't know. I can't read that. But this was a good find for $2.99. Also at City Thrift, I got Greg a milk glass vase. He has this one, but he's wanting a collection. He would like to do a like a tablescape. He said he thought that would be pretty. I would be the one doing the tablescape, but he said just kind of grouping them all together. So maybe, you know, he's definitely probably has enough that I could do that now. That might be pretty for the winter. Ooh, for the winter with pine cones and some greenery and all that white. Okay, we'll stay tuned. We'll see how my winter turns out. Okay, City Thrift. Y'all know I've been trying to find some vintage Christmas. So I found this bag for $1.99. We're going to open it together because there was one thing that I wanted. And I think it's actually like a little tree topper. But well, no, it's an ornament. I thought this vintage Santa was really cute. Now, I like Santas, and I have a few of Santas, but for $1.99, you know, and other stuff in this bag, I thought he was cute. I can do him. He's cute. You know, I've said a lot of times I don't like vintage Christmas, and it came with this little French horn. I think it's just a French horn, I don't know, ornament. I'm sure this is not, it may be vintage, I don't know. It also came with this. Now, I will not be putting this on my tree, and I actually might try my hand at selling this on Facebook Marketplace, because I know with the movie coming out that, you know, Barbie has gotten really popular, but it does have a Barbie ornament. When, you know, I know that they do the Barbie Christmas dress Barbies every year, because we used to buy them for our niece. So it came with that. So for $1.99, 3 things, I thought that was a good deal. And the main thing, I mean, that Santa alone is probably worth $1.99. I also grabbed for my summer decor for $2.99 a bunch of little flags. I put these all over my house. Another thing, these would be cute to stick in all Greg's milk glass vases. And the last thing that I got from City Thrift, y'all. Now, some of you are not going to like this. And this does come typically in, there's 2 of them. And they had 2 of these. But one was very, I guess, like sun faded maybe. I don't know if it was hung. I'm trying to get the price sticker off so you can see the whole thing. I don't know if it was hung on the wall in a way that maybe the sun was just hitting it. But, you know, now that I think about it, when I see these online, I think that, I don't know, I can't get this all the way off. Maybe some are just like that. I don't know, maybe it's a flaw from the manufacturer, but I have been wanting these vintage pictures. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, you either like these or you don't. But I just happened to walk over to the pictures. I was about to leave, and look what I found. And it's so big. Like, I thought these were really small, but this was, this is large enough. And I love the frame. This is heavy. I don't think it's brass, but it's just some kind of metal. But I was so excited to find this. I know that ring light's on it. So the other one was just in really bad shape. And if I just have one, I'm gonna be okay with that. I don't need both of them. But that was an exciting find. So then I went to Goodwill. And I thought this would be really pretty for the spring. This wood frame is so old. I have no idea. Like, I want to show you the back. I mean, it's like falling apart. And, but it's got this little print in it for $1.99. I thought for spring, how cute would that look on a bookshelf or as a part of my gallery wall? And surprise, surprise, we are making one more gallery wall, guys. So I'm excited to show you that. I also got, many of you know that I did my kitchen and strawberries this past summer. So they had this cute little strawberry jar canister. And I had found a big one about a month or so ago. So this will be cute to put with the big one this summer. Now, I also found at Goodwill, and I don't know if this is vintage or not. It looks older though. But I found this sleigh. And so for $4, I thought, you know, I could do something with that to kind of make like vintagey look. But like I said, I don't really know if it's vintage. Okay, now it's not the last thing, but the one more thing I want to show you did not come from anywhere, really. So this frame is vintage, definitely. I put one of my son's baby pictures in this frame, and he is going to be 26 in a couple of weeks. But I was playing on TikTok, and they were playing a Christian song. I don't remember which one it was, and it was on this one picture, and the picture just spoke to me. I loved it. You know, it just reminds me, and it was, well, you'll see, you know, how Jesus left the flock to go after the one. And y'all, he does that for each and one of us every single day. It doesn't matter, you know, how big the picture is or what's going on and how large a group is that he's having to, well, that doesn't even make sense. You guys know what I mean. Like the world, he will leave the world and he'll come get us when we're about to fall. And this is something we know to be true, yet we sin against him every day. We choose not to be good stewards. We choose to partake in the gossip. I choose to overeat. I eat with my feelings, you know, all the things that we as humans do. And so when I saw this picture, I screenshotted it real quick and had it printed at Walgreens and had this frame, and this is going to go on my gallery wall. I absolutely love this. I'm thinking about printing some off and giving to some special people for Christmas, but there's the lamb, and back in the background, the blurred is Jesus going after the one. So that it just touched my spirit. It was something at the time that I really needed, and I wanted to remember it. So it's going to go front and center in my new gallery wall. Now, how many of you watch Little Cahaba Junkin with Kayla Friday? If you don't, go check her out. If you like vintage and antiques, she is way better than me. She finds amazing things, and she is better at her videoing, and she does great thrift with me, which y'all know I suck at that. She did a live Facebook sale, and I think it was her first one she ever did. So I hopped on to watch. Now, she used to have an Etsy shop where she would make t-shirts and things and sell them, and she just recently closed that. And she had just put this on her Etsy shop and then closed it, but she sold them for, was it $10? But it's a little tote, and it's ironstone, royal ironstone china. What is that? A.J. Wilkinson Limited, England. So she just was selling these little totes. I was so excited to get that because how perfect is that if you're just running to like a flea market or something. Heck, I may use it for my lunch bag. I don't know because it's so cute. So I grabbed that from her. She had, she was selling, now they're all the same. I think there's about 10 sheets. I don't know. So I may put some of this in a giveaway when we reach 1,500 subscribers. We're at 1147, 48 right now. When we reach 1,500 subscribers, I'm going to do another giveaway. And I have a ton of this, but it's the Messiah violin. Oh, I didn't realize it's violin. I thought it was piano. Y'all, that'll be great with my little violin. Sheet music. So I love my little display that I have with my violin and the sheet music. So I will be using this at Christmas with that. I think all of that was $5. And like I said, I think it is 10 sheets. And then she had, which I've been wanting and I just cannot get my hands on, some vintage flashcards. And I think, I don't know, there's like 8 in here. So those are cute. So I got all of those 3 things from Kayla Friday at Little Cahaba Junkin. Her and her Aunt Penny go around and they go to like Vintage Market Day in Alabama. They go to thrift stores. They do some amazing things, and their vignettes and their homes are just always very amazing. So go check her out. We are not collaborating. We are not friends. Well, I mean, we've talked a couple of times on here. I'm not getting anything for promoting her. She just is an amazing person to watch, and I think that if you are liking this channel, you will love her. So go check her out. All right, guys. So that is it for my haul. The next thing up is you're going to see my kitchen and my eat-in living area. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot. It's a lot. I absolutely love the minimalistic decor. I love the homes with the all white and the few little things sitting out. And oh my goodness, I think that's just calming and I love it. But I also love stuff just everywhere. Like everywhere. My kitchen and eat-in area are screaming orange and screaming copper and wood tones. It may be too much. Some of you may be like, girl, like you need to calm down. I know that. I know I need to calm down, but when I start, I can't stop. And I know that less is more, but not here in the Ashby house. So anyway, stick around, watch my kitchen tour, and you guys have an absolutely great rest of your week. I hope to see you soon for my foyer is done, y'all. It is awesome. I've got to finish up my living room. My dining room is done, and my bedroom is almost done. So we're going to compile all those, and I've already changed some things in this living room, so we're definitely going to have a home tour, I think. Anyway, I got to go take a test. Y'all have a great one, and until I see you, happy thrifting. Jello mold was a new find. I got that at Pickers in Smyrna. I had been wanting it, and Saturday everything in the store was 25% off. And how perfect is that it is a wheat display in there. And of course, Adventure Kitty would like to say hello. Hello, pretty boy. Hi. Greg found that back in the summer at, it's an antique store in Lebanon. We've only been there once, but he was very excited to find that. It isn't marked ironstone, but of course he got it for the pheasants. This is in my opinion, very simple tablescape. Y'all, I'm not sure if I showed you this in a haul. I won this in an auction on eBay for $19. It is the Johnson Brothers Snow White Regency soup tureen. This sells for around $100 on eBay, and so I was very excited to get this for $19. So I have this just with some of my ironstone pictures, more of the Johnson Brothers plates. The plates in this tureen are the original set that came out in the 40s. They are stamped the baby blue stamp that came out with that first set. I'm very proud to own this. I love it, and I'm going to take very good care of it. Silverware that is very patinaed. I got at the estate sale last weekend that I showed you guys. And as many of you know, I have a thing for little salt and pepper shakers. At an estate sale this summer. It has two other plates that go with it that aren't pheasants, but y'all, I just can't find any place to put them. There is the picture that I got at the estate sale last weekend. This vintage pig cutting board I bought from Homemade Vintage. She showed it on a haul and she put it up for eBay on her eBay site. I think I paid $7 for it. If you've ever looked at the vintage pig cutting boards in antique shops, they're around $25. So I was so excited to get that for $7. Early American Pyrex that I won at an auction. If you're not a Pyrex lover, I understand that. I can't say that I'm a Pyrex lover, but I did like this set. I love all the little you know, the rooster and the coffee mill and the eagle, all the little things. I showed you the one I had gotten, the baking dish that I got off Facebook Marketplace. So that was very affordable. I was shocked that I got it for so cheap. I put this little guy was in my lamps last year. He has a friend. We didn't use him this year, so I just stuck him in there. Lots of estate sale finds here. That is the best smelling candle that I have ever smelled. It came from Kirkland's 2 years ago. I don't think they sell it anymore, but it smells amazing. My rake is very simple. The only thing that I really added was, it keeps getting hid, one of my vintage wooden spoons and the gourd spoon. Added that, and this brown polka dot apron that I've got recently at an estate sale. I just really don't like to junk up. I have to use this. I don't have a lot of workable space, and this is too much for me. But you know, it's the holidays, it's fall, so I had to do something. That's an ironstone pitcher that came from Antiques on 231, and this is the milk glass cake plate that Greg got from Antiques on 231. I did have muffins in it, and I just stuck this pumpkin in it. I was going to put some fall leaves under it, but I have got to get out and find some.